Are you excited, babe?
Oh, to see.
Do you think she's going to end up with Shah Rukh Khan and it's going to be a lovey-dovey, happy story?
I don't think she should end up with Shah Rukh Khan.
I mean, in real life, yes.
I mean,
maybe not in this film.
But I think, yeah, in this film, I think she should probably
He's
keep her
a
distance.
little crazy. Hey, welcome back to our Stupid Direction. It's up, Corbin.
I'm Stephanie.
And you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter for more juicy content. Subscribe if you haven't hit the like button. And today we are finishing up part 3. Thrice. He denied him. DARR.
Is that just for me?
Yes, it was. No one else knows that reference. DARR. So if you're here on YouTube, check out the other 2 parts. Obviously, they've already come out. Patreon, obviously, is the last part. And you can see the entire uncut version. Well, it's in 3 parts, but they're not chopped up. You know what I'm saying. All uncut parts are on Patreon and channel memberships, so you can go check those out. Gentle reminder, on YouTube, I can only use 5 minutes or less of very cut-up footage. It's YRF, so you're probably not going to get any songs or anything.
But the songs are so good.
I know, the songs are fantastic so far. And then we'll do a little kind of review here at the end. So let's just get back into this shiznat.
Oh, my.
What?
You're loud.
Yeah, I am.
Did you have to go back into part 2 and cut out all the parts when the internet went out?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you get them all?
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
आपसे एक बात पूछ सकता हूँ? मुझे पूछो। आप ये तैयार होके पैड वैड पहन के क्रिकेट मैच क्यों देखते हैं?
आत्महत्या? किसने की?
कल रात आपके डर ने आत्महत्या कर ली मिसेस अवस्थी। आत्महत्या? टेलीफोन नंबर और सबसे आखिर में लिखी हुई उसकी आखिरी चिट्ठी।
Yeah, if you don't get to it any more than that, it's totally...
किरण ने सुनील से शादी कर ली है।
ओके।
अच्छा, लेकिन थोड़ा इधर हो जाओ ना। थोड़ा
और इधर हो जाओ।
थोड़ा और इधर। हाँ, अच्छा नहीं लग रहा ना बीच में। हाँ, अब अच्छा लग रहा है। लेकिन थोड़ा और...
One, I'm pretty sure those are teenagers.
Happy honeymoon.
Happy honeymoon, honey. I think you're so beautiful. Not as beautiful as these 15-year-olds, though. It's probably one of the problematic things that was being referenced. Did he just become like a perv? Is that what this third act is? He has a Michael Jackson fantasy. We all know it. Wasn't expecting a striptease in a 1993 Bollywood film. Ew. Side note, this is very sensual for Bollywood.
Yeah.
Like, this is basically sex.
You proceed.
Please be dead. Please be dead. I just want it to be... Oh, no. Darn it.
मर गया। तुम्हारा कसूर है।
क्यों?
Is that Rick Astley?
It's gonna rickroll him.
समझ गया। ये घड़ी इसलिए दी ताकि मैं तुमसे बचकर भाग ना जाऊं।
Ooh, a masquerade ball. He's gonna dance with her.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Because they're very similar sizes. When my heart breaks, I will be right there waiting for you. Oh, fancy masks.
No, I don't.
What are those white boys doing?
को देखूं कि प्यार करूं
साथ में तू मेरे साथ में. Wow, they're so cute. They should end up together. Team up.
और मेरे लिए कोक ले आना
I'm sure he won't
Okay, sweetheart.
abduct her.
For you. उसे बताया नहीं कि वो स्विट्जरलैंड जा रहा है. कमाल है. अच्छा अपना ख्याल रखना.
We're finally realizing.
आधा है कि वो जाकर सो जाएंगी. औरतें बहुत थक गई.
Ma'am, it's like light outside. It's 4 p.m. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Tu hai meri karan.
नहीं उठा रहा है. ये सुबह सुबह कहाँ गए होंगे?
मुझे तो बहुत फिक्र हो रही है विजय.
You could have ran on the side of the river. How are you playing that on an... He just ran in the middle of nowhere and he was able to find him right where he stopped. He's so stealthy. That's the king of India right there, sir. That's what I was hoping for.
Oh.
He may have stalked your wife, but you were looking at underage women.
कोई नहीं आ सकता कोई नहीं आ सकता मेरे और किरण के बीच में किरण डरती होगी मुझसे जानती नहीं ना कितना प्यार करता हूँ शादी का मुहूर्त निकला जा रहा है माँ 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 आगे बताना आगे बताना खबरदार
He's throwing logic right out. It's okay, he's already been stabbed 2 times. Clearly nothing can stop him.
Yeah. He's fine. Everybody's invincible.
Let me tell you something. Nothing can bring anyone down. Knives, bullets.
मरने पर भी खुश हो रहे लेकिन घर पर कहीं फोन आ गया तो
किसका फोन?
I love you किरण
I want to know why that was a better ending than just letting them die on the boat. That's what I want to know.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man. Oh, really threw logic out at the end there, didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, not that there was a whole bunch of logic throughout the film, but I still enjoyed it. But yeah, it's this is one that you definitely need to be like, there's no such thing as logic in this. If no one can die if you're the hero. You can swim a sea that's storming, and a watch is apparently a GPS on where she is, and there's a whole bunch there.
Yes.
But luckily, I don't judge Shah Rukh Khan old films very harshly. Did I enjoy it overall? Yeah, I did.
I did. But I feel like they should have cast the roles in reverse.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Like, because, or maybe it's just because everything I've seen is Shah Rukh Khan as the hero.
Well, yeah. Well,
And so
the other actor, I forget his name. I apologize. Was a bigger star because I was at the very beginning of Shah Rukh Khan's career, and he also liked to do different stuff, and I do like that he did something different in here, which is nice. Yeah. I mean, not that he really had the reputation of being the romance man before this, but this is kind of how he. I'd assume most big stars would have turned down a role like this because obviously he's a psycho.
but it was fun to it
was fun to see him in that role.
Different, to see him be intense and crazy.
Yeah, and I thought a lot of times he did quite well, and he was very intense. And sometimes you have that old school Bollywood writing and all that kind of stuff. And but yeah, I expected a lot of that, especially for the time that this came out.
Yeah, I will say also, this is probably the most sensual Bollywood film we've seen.
The big Bollywood film, yeah. Obviously, more independent stuff you do see.
Yeah, but I mean, this was there were a lot of scenes where I was like, oh, I don't think I've ever seen something that.
Yeah, they really went with it here.
Yeah.
At times they were like, they're basically fornicating right now, I'm pretty sure. And I also thought Juhi Chawla probably did, I think, maybe the best performance in this one. She was the main girl, and we've seen a lot of her in terms of songs.
She's adorable.
Yeah, she is adorable.
And I loved her entire wardrobe for the entire film.
Yeah, the thing that obviously. Even though the logic really got thrown out the window towards the end of the film, most of the action sequences, the beginning of the film with the military, then kind of the big chase scene in the middle, and then especially towards the end, it is just old school Bollywood logic. It does. If your hero gets stabbed, it doesn't matter. In 2 seconds, he's going to be up, and it's going to be like it was nothing, and all that kind of stuff. So I still think overall I did enjoy the film, similar to how I enjoy most Shah Rukh Khan films, except in those, it's a lot happier and it's a very different vibe. Yeah. But the film itself, obviously, this had so many great songs. I think every single song in this was absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
And that's, I think it was, no, it wasn't. But Yash Chopra is the director. But it still had that, for the most part, throughout the film, kind of that happy Bollywood vibe.
Yeah, I mean, even his theme that ran through the entire thing was enjoyable. It wasn't something creepy or anything like that. No, and they did actually have a lot of I did like the fact that Shah Rukh Khan took a role like this that is you don't just normally see, especially your big stars, even though I know at the time he wasn't a massive star at this point yet. But this is kind of one of the things that started to propel him because he started to take different kind of roles and all this kind of stuff. But you still have to deal with some of the old school cheesy, for lack of a better term, Bollywoodness of it. That you just kind of have to be like, yeah, that's there. Yeah, like the scene of him carving her name into his chest. That was like...
It looked like it was marker.
I
do like the fact that they had that, but maybe get some better effects on your actor there. I'm not actually expecting Shah Rukh Khan to carve anything into his chest, but make it look better than like ketchup and marker a little bit. And then I don't know why they put those elements in there of the husband. Like, it just seemed like they were very random. Throughout the film, he was, like, very nice, kind of husband. I mean, he was a guy, but he didn't have any of those. And then, like, 2 in a row, he just, like, was...
he's, like, super pervy.
Oogling at some, like, 15-year-old girls at a pool when his wife... He's supposed to be watching his wife in front of him. And then the next scene, he's just, like, basically jerking off to something. Even though after, though...
He was eating popcorn.
Juhi Chawla had a great... a little kind of strip tease for him.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he was looking at her, the TV when.
Well, she turned the TV off. She's like, let me get your attention.
Maybe I should stop my husband from wanking to whoever this is on the screen here.
Honeymoon.
Yeah, on the honeymoon when he should be. I should be wanking him, I guess. I don't know. Because those seem very random in the film, when in the rest of it, he didn't really seem like that guy.
Yeah, and it was just like all of a sudden he turned into this guy who was like...
Yeah. And then, so I'm guessing like when people told, and I was expecting some stuff like that, but like, we talk about like problematic stuff that... Like when he gets jumped and she's like, I'm going to leave because I'm ruining your life because... His life is apparently more valuable than her life. Strange to me. But yeah, I was expecting all that kind of stuff. I was half expecting her to end up with him at the end, just because of like what I heard about this. It's like it's very problematic. I'm like, yeah, that'd be if you ended up with a stalker. That's pretty problematic there. But overall, I enjoyed the film. Mm-hmm. I think if you let anybody watch this, I think one, they should know, and unless, because obviously it's different. If you watched this when it came out when you were a kid or when you was very young, that's different. There's a nostalgia factor there that you kind of turn a blind eye to flaws in films when they're from your childhood. You don't care.
Well, I mean, especially when you're younger, you don't even notice most of it.
Yeah, you don't care. I would say make sure they've seen other Shah Rukh Khan stuff and they love Shah Rukh Khan, and then notify them. Be like, you're just going to see a bunch of stuff that is it's not going to make any sense. He's going to like run 10 miles in a random direction in the woods, and the guy that he's running from is just going to be able to show up behind a tree where he stopped
to him. Yeah. And
then he's also going to be able to swim in the ocean in a storm.
Well, it was also like when he was running after Shah Rukh Khan fired the shot and then started running, and like Sunil lost him because of the bike gang, but then gained on him.
Yeah, he gained on him like real fast.
2 seconds. He was right back on top of him.
Yeah. And then obviously just a lot of like believability stuff in terms of just like how did he make all those clocks do that? How did he cut a wire on an elevator that I'm pretty sure is a thick metal wire so there's a bunch of that stuff. So I would warn people, go again. I'd be like, there's going to be a lot of this. I mean, you might enjoy, like, because there's a lot of good songs.
Great songs.
Some good performances in terms of, like, not anything like that, like Oscar level, but you're going to probably be fine with all the performances. And it'll be an overall enjoyable film, but it has some flaws in it. just especially, I'd say the biggest are the believability flaws in this film. Because there's... And I guess in terms of like psychological thrillers or stuff that has action, you're going to have a lot more than you will in a film like Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, because it's not relying on, how is that? It's just a love story, really?
Yeah.
And so there's not going to be as much of that as there is in stuff that has like action and all that kind of stuff. But I'm glad we got to it because obviously it's a very different performance for Shah Rukh Khan, and I think he did well. Juhi Chawla, I liked her a lot, and Sunny Dole. Anupam Kaur was just running around all kinds of crazy.
Yeah.
And I guess it was kind of like a representation of how a lot of parents, I guess, were. It's unfortunate, I guess, that people are like that in relationships, but that's obviously what he played. He played it very funnily. And I think that's like how he got popular too.
Just playing that type of
role.
That
type especially.
Yeah. I was going to say, we've seen a couple where he's very much that caricature.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, well, I hope you enjoyed our watch along. We enjoyed it as well. And please let us know down below what should be our next watch along and our next Shah Rukh Khan film. Let us know down below.